Welcome to Kendall Speaks. I'm Dr. Brian Stewart, Kendall Campus President, and today we have a very special edition. With us is Vanessa Rodriguez, Student Service Support Coordinator with Single Stop. Welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you for having me.
And Tahimi, how'd I do? Rodriguez?
Yes, very good.
I got the titles mixed up. Tahimi, you're the Director of Continuing Education, right?
Yes.
And I said your title right, did I not?
Yes, you
Okay.
did.
We're glad to have you here today and talk about a couple of interesting topics. First, let's talk about yourselves. Vanessa, tell us about your background and what brought you to Miami-Dade College and the Kendall campus.
Well, I actually have a background with academic institutions, nonprofits, and private corporations. And the reason why I came to Miami-Dade College was because I love to help and empower people. And I realized that's something that I can do at Miami-Dade College.
Okay.
And I noticed that Miami-Dade College is always in front with providing services to the community, empowering them. And I said, you know what, I want to be a part of that team.
Tell us a little bit about Single Stop. I know not everyone knows what that entails, but it's a very important part of our campus.
Single Stop is incredible. It really is. And I usually tell students it's an additional service to what you already are being offered with your financial aid and assistance with your advisors. And to take advantage of it, because the truth of the matter is you never know when emergencies may arise. And that's what Single Stop is there, is to help students complete the degrees and kind of get through the hurdles that they face. Because this is an urban institute, there are other challenges the students are facing, and that's where Single Stop steps in and helps them through it.
Yeah, that's an amazing support for our students. Tahimi, tell us about your path here to the Kendall campus. I know you serve a very important role in continuing education, but talk about your journey.
Yes. I've been 10 years in the higher education sphere, 3 years at Miami-Dade College. However, my path with Miami-Dade College started a long time ago. I'm an alumna. When I came from Cuba, I came here. I did my English classes in continuing education, and then I went to the EAP program. And then I did my associates in business here before transferring to Nova Southeastern University. So to me, Miami-Dade College gave me the opportunity in this country to know everything that I could do in my life, open my horizons, open my eyes. So it is very important to me to give back to the community that received me in the first place. Continuing education, that's what we do. We help people from when they arrive here, people who have been here, learn English, the basics until they're professional, but then going to other, not degrees, but certifications, professional certifications, be prepared for the workforce, transfer skills into the workforce, whatever they used to do in their countries, they can transfer here. So we give them the whole spectrum of services. I love what we do, and I feel very identified with the community that we help.
Well, you're an internal success story, being a Kendall student, and now the role. And now I understand you both are in graduate school at the same place together.
Yes.
Well, so it's amazing how things work out. So Vanessa, let's talk a little bit about Miami Tech Works. Tell us a little bit about that and how it supports students, if you will.
Well, Miami Tech Works, it's actually the recipient of a $10 million initiative from the Economic Development Administration. It's known as the Good Jobs Grant. And the benefit that it actually brought in with the collaboration it has with Miami-Dade College is that they work with employers and community organizations to actually bridge that gap between the tech employers and our local tech talent. As you may know, when Miami was in the race to be number one as the next tech hub, what happened was that we noticed that a lot of our young talent was leaving. So the problem with that was like, okay, so now we have our investors coming in. How do we keep our local young talent? What do we do from this point? And that's kind of where Miami Tech Works comes in, and Miami-Dade College is helping them. Technically, Miami-Dade College is the backbone of that.
And keeping them here before they leave.
Yes.
And how long do we have the grant? Do we have a time limit, or what's our
At the moment,
length?
the grant is still ongoing.
Okay.
So it's beneficial because we've had so many applicants, which is great, and it's with all campuses. And what we're doing is that we're helping them out with textbook assistance, gas gift cards, and there's like a lot of things that are going on. Like I said earlier, this is an urban institution. We have to consider the fact of, well, what are our students facing? It's not just about, are my academics falling behind, or
It's everything else that goes around
family
it.
responsibilities.
Yeah.
And then also a lot of the classes, you either have the classes in Kendall And then in Homestead and then North Campus, and that's where Miami Tech Works offers them the gas gift cards, and that helps offset the cost of transportation.
That's amazing. And do we have to reapply for the grant, or do we just have it until we don't have it anymore? What's the length of it?
Well, we do have to reapply for the grant, but so far there is still funding, so I tell students take advantage of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And every semester, the students do have to apply, and we do have what's called the Shark Pack NTech Scholarship, and what it does is that it actually covers all the Shark Pack fees for NTech courses, which is really beneficial because those are usually above $100.
Right, right.
You know,
That's
and
great.
even if the students have already paid for it, we actually jump in and reimburse them, because that's the whole point. How do we keep our students to, in school, completing their degrees and helping them transition as students to the real world, especially in the tech field, because that's a whole other ballgame.
Well, I'm glad you're pointing that out, and we want our students to apply because we know grants things have happened to grants in recent time, and so that's why I kept asking you on the length and the funding. So that's great. Talk to me now about the teacher planning days that we have. I know you guys do so many things in continuing education. There's one that you're especially proud of.
Yes, as Miami-Dade College mission is to help the community succeed, we came up with the idea of offering one-day camps on teacher planning days because the schools are closed, but everybody's working. Most people still have to go to the jobs, and it's very difficult for parents, especially small children parents, to find childcare.
Right. For just that one day.
For just that
Yeah.
one day, exactly. So we already offer summer camps. And what we did is a mini version of the summer camps into a one-day camp here at the Kendall Campus.
That's really great because your summer camps are long history of being successful.
Yes.
And this is a cool idea. Talk a little bit about how it supports parents and guardians and those that are responsible for these kids, because I know that's part of the plan is to help everybody.
Yes. So our camps are structured from 8 to 5 p.m. Drop-off is 8 to 9 a.m. And pick-up starts at 3:34 until 5 p.m. The lunch is included, and they go into classes. So it's a learning environment that is very safe for the kids. And we have people that are highly qualified to take care of the children. We have two age groups, 6 to 10 years old and 11 to 13 years old. They go into classes basically, maybe in the morning they do an arts class, arts and craft, or technology class. After they come from lunch, they maybe do a cooking class where they learn, easy recipes to do at home with their parents later. We do, for example, during Halloween, we did recipes for Halloween, like for them to
cool.
do at home and then show to their friends. It was very successful. The kids really liked it. And the whole experience is not only to learn, have the college environment and learn about the college, but also to have fun on that day. The parents can be completely worry-free. It is a very safe environment, and they're taken care of all day.
Speaking of safety, you brought up at a college campus. What are some of the things you guys do to make sure everything runs well?
Well, we have a process where they have not the times to drop off. We have a holding area for the drop off and the pickup in the afternoon. The parents, we offer lunch, but we ask if the kid has any nutritional problem or allergies to let us know, or to bring a packed lunch with the kids so they don't. We usually have finger food like pizza or chicken fingers, stuff like that.
Those things kids love.
Yes, that which is what they want, but not every kid can have it. So, and a bottle of water, refillable. We do give them water or any other drinks that the parent allows us to. So they have to fill out the consent form, and they have to just give us all the information, and we take care of their children.
Do they have to complete an application or anything, or what is
Not
the
at
process
all.
of?
Not at all. They just go to our website, ce.ndc.edu,
I'm going to ask you to give that. Thank you.
or call our offices at 305-237-2161.
Give that number one more time.
305-237-2161. Ask for the day camp, and anyone will help them create the account, register the child, and we wait for them on the day.
And these camps correspond to the professional development days for MDCPS public schools, right? Is that,
Yes.
Yeah.
So every day that the MDCPS has a teacher planning day that the school is closed, we have a day camp.
What about, I know we have a lot of charter schools and private schools, and I just don't know the answer to this. Do they conform to a similar schedule, or are you finding they're off cycle some?
Usually the charter schools conform to the same schedule that MDCPS. Private schools, not so much,
That's what-
because it depends if they are, religious schools like Catholic schools. They have their own days off, which as long as we conform to the MDCPS scheduling for being closed.
But if we had one of the private schools that had a good number of students, we would offer
We
a
will
special.
be happy. Yes,
Yeah,
we
so
will be
there's a little
happy to offer.
advertisement out there for that.
We will be happy to
Yeah.
offer that. Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
And what do students need to bring? What do children need to bring with them when they come on those days?
Just a refillable bottle of water, comfortable clothing, and a lot of wanting to be here and having fun.
Yeah. One more question. In the near future, do you know when the next PD days are coming up off the top of your
It's
head?
March 20th, I
Okay,
think.
okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's great. And talk about space. What kind of space do you have for students? What's your capacity?
So we have one group of 6 to 10 for 20 to 25 kids, and another 11 to 13, also 20 to 25
So
kids.
space is limited. So
Space is very
first come,
limited,
first serve.
especially because our kitchen, they go to the kitchen and they have the cooking class. So that is a limited space.
yeah, and I have been to that kitchen and I've watched your chef, and he's a very creative
Yes.
individual. So
We are
that's-
very lucky with
Yeah.
the teachers that we have.
Yeah,
We
you
have
do.
2 chefs right now, and they are amazing. And they are amazing with kids. So, yes.
All right. Well, thank you for telling us about that program. Vanessa, let's go back to yours. And what inspired the creation of this support service and this wraparound support for students?
Well, what had inspired it was actually, as I stated earlier, they went ahead and they noticed that we were losing young talent. And in order for us to keep our local talent here, Miami Tech Works and Miami-Dade College's Tech Department partnered up, and they developed a targeted student support services initiative designed to promote the students' retention and completion by, it was done through comprehensive research and student needs assessments. And they identified that transportation and the books were one of the main challenges the students were facing. Because you can have your financial aid, it'll cover the expenses of your tuition, but not always is there enough funding available
For books, yeah.
for the books.
And they're so expensive now.
They range. I think the most inexpensive one is $80.25.
Yeah.
But when you add that up with these students that they're on financial aid and they already have responsibilities outside of school, it's tough. It's a tough one for them to go
Yeah,
ahead and overcome.
And even some of our online require a cost for some of those ebooks and so forth.
Yes.
I know when I was at the medical campus, the paramedic book was over $500, and I know our A&P books are expensive here, so that's a great service. So what are some of the eligibility requirements, and what is the application in that process for our students?
Well, any student that has, it's an NTech student and is pursuing cybersecurity, whether it's a certificate, an AS, or a bachelor's, data analytics, BS, bachelor's, and we have also for artificial intelligence and enterprise clouding, computing. Those, when you're pursuing those degrees, you qualify as long as you have a 2.0 and you're in good academic standing. Because the whole goal is to make sure that our tech students are able to go ahead and finish their degrees. And it's through that assistance that we're able to go ahead and provide it, because we're focusing on those areas because they seem to be in high demand.
And we're in the process of renovating those spaces, are we not?
Yes. Oh, and I would like to also add computer science.
Oh, computer science. Talk a little bit about what you know about the renovations. Are you?
I'm not familiar with that.
Well,
no.
I asked that question so I can answer it. To be honest with you.
Okay, then go for it. Go
We're
for
in the
it.
process of renovating the first floor of Building 6, which we're toward the end of January. It'll be finished the end of February, and we all are experiencing quite a bit of challenges getting in that building. But come into February, we're going to have new flooring, 4 new labs, and a lot of really high tech stuff. So a lot of what Vanessa is saying is going to really support these students, and what you're doing is providing those wraparound things that will help them while we're increasing the environment that they'll be studying in.
Yes, definitely. And I would also like to mention that not only do we focus on student retention, we also work alongside with MDC Works to help them with employment.
Another good group, another organization.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes, and it's been quite successful. I would also like to add that another benefit we're offering our student parents that are pursuing tech degrees is vouchers that pay for the teacher planning days that continuing education is offering. And it can go up to 3 children that they could have, and we will help them with those expenses.
Okay, so it's not just one child; it can be more than.
Yes.
That's great. You've talked a lot about some of the challenges that our students face. What are some of the more common ones? Are there any that we haven't mentioned that you see occurring a lot?
I think the one that I see the most is homelessness.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but luckily because it's my position is kind of like a hybrid. I work with single stop, I work with NTech, it's a little bit of everything. I'm very lucky to have access to the resources that are out there. So we work alongside also with Educate Tomorrow. And it's a wonderful organization that helps out students with homelessness. So kind of my position, since it's such a blend of a little bit of everything, it gives me the ability to really help out the students depending on whatever their cases may be, and I have access to the proper resources for them.
That's great. I'm glad you mentioned the housing issue. I know our Dean of Students has to help students in that capacity all the time. So 2 really good services here. You mentioned Miami Tech Works. Talk a little bit more about how that supports students and tell our audience what that is, if you don't mind.
Miami Tech Works, what they do is they connect our tech employers with our tech students. So they help them out there. They contribute to the community. They're really out there in the forefront trying to help out our students and see how they can go ahead and push this young talent that we have here, because they don't just work with Miami-Dade College. They also work with FIU, FAU, community partners, and even nonprofits. So they're really out there in that forefront trying to make sure, okay, let's keep our talent here. How can not just our corporate partners benefit, but also these young minds?
So they're actually a connector between all the institutions that
Yes.
are right around us too.
Yes, they play a
Wow.
very big role.
That's really great. What kinds of jobs are you hearing that our students are getting as a result of this?
We've had students that they're working with IT, data analytics. We've had success stories with students that are with like young ladies that recently graduated, working in positions of artificial intelligence, which is really great. And so it's so much that's going on that I typically tell students participate in these events. Go ahead, just take the time, listen to what's available for you, because there's so many resources. You can't just say it like in one conversation, but they can greatly benefit from it. And we've seen junior analysts. It's just so much that's going on. But I do tell students, listen, go on the webpage, read about Miami Tech Works, about their success stories, and you're gonna see it's really worth attending those events. And they're there to help. That's the most important thing.
A lot of times we hear from employers about specific things that our students need, soft skills and those kind of things. Are there any things that you're hearing our employers saying, hey, here's some skills we really need our students to be better?
As in technical skills is the
Yeah.
Microsoft Azure
Okay.
and Python. And what they're calling now that were previously known as soft skills are power skills. And that focuses on team building, on communication, the basic skills that are necessary for you to be able to work alongside with others and create all these incredible projects.
That's great. I'd like for both of you to go back and talk a little bit about how students get more information, even employers if they happen to be listening. So we'll go back to you. Talk about your program for professional development days and where they can get more information.
So they can call 305
Okay.
237 2161. That's the Kendall office. Anyone that answers the phone can help them from beginning to giving the information until registration.
And this is sort of unique to the Kendall campus, right? We're the
It
first.
is. Yes, we're the first.
Not that we're bragging or
Yeah,
anything.
no, not at all. But yes, we were the first to start this last year on the fall. We've been going on. This is the first year. It's been successful. We hope to continue every year after.
Okay. Any other advertisement you want to give anybody out there that's listening?
Yes, please call us. So we have many offerings, not only for the kids, also for the parents.
There you go.
We have like candle making classes. We have crocheting. We have sports classes. We're gonna have a water polo program. We have everything for whatever your needs are. So call us. We will be happy to help you, and we are here for the community.
And you also are good at ideas too. Like 2 years ago we didn't think about AI, and now both of you are all in it. So
Yes, we have
knows what we'll have.
we have an AI clinic coming up in Kendall now in February on Saturdays. I took it myself as a student. It's great. It gives you all the technology. Is there for you to help you with your work and be more agile. And even for business owners, that is very important. So just 305-237-2161.
great job discussing that. And Vanessa, tell our folks where they can get more information and any other little advertisement you'd like to end with there.
Well, for students that are looking to apply for services, they can go ahead and they can send me an email. And the email is V as in Victor, R as in Robert, O, D as in Dan, RI12@mdc.edu. Or they can stop by our Kendall and Tech department, and that's in Building 6, Room 6306. And they're going to find the flyer that has the QR code that they can feel free to apply. And at that moment, if necessary, they can come by and just ask any questions. That's my job. I'm there to help them.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you both for being here today. Before we end our broadcast, we always like to turn the microphone around. And we started this with our very first podcast. We had our Student Government Association in here, and they put me on the spot and said, hey, can we ask you a question? So every podcast since then, we've allowed the guests to ask me a question. So I'll open it to either one of you. Who wants to go first? If you have, you don't have to, but I've gotten some interesting questions.
No, we got to think about this. This is a great opportunity. We should take advantage of it.
That's right.
I have a question.
Okay.
You used to be the president of Medical Campus. Now you are here at Kendall, different campus. How do you like it? And what do you like best or less?
Well, first of all, there are two very different campuses to participate in. At Medical, there was a lot of working in the community, partnerships with industries. Kendall is such a cool campus in terms of everything that we offer, from honors college students to athletics to continuing education and that's what I love most, is just that you can see everything on this campus. Every day's different, every challenge is different, and we're huge. We're a big campus, and I love that. I love the people here, and I love our students. All right, you got one, Vanessa?
If I may add to that, when you mentioned cool and the things that are cool in Kendall, you forgot to add NTech.
NTech is very cool, and matter of fact, it's probably in the top one or two of places where I tour people, because as we were talking earlier, when we redo the building or get the building finished, we're going to even have more tours. So, and you got some very unique faculty. Some of your faculty are doing things on a district and a state level that not only sets Kendall apart, but MDC apart. And so you're right. I will take that. Well, I appreciate you ladies being here today. It's been great to talk about Miami Tech Works and Vanessa, how it supports our students. The professional development day idea is amazing. And it's sort of a fresh idea, and we're so happy that you thought of it. And maybe a year from now we'll have to do a follow-up podcast so you can tell us all the stories and the successes, and both of you, and maybe even what different things you're offering. So thank you again both for being here today.
Thank you for
having us.
And that completes our broadcast today. I want to thank our guests for being here. I want to thank Christina Sines, our head writer, Paul Klein, our executive producer, and Alex Bello, our producer. Thank you for joining us today, and goodbye for now.